All right, good morning, everybody. Back for another day of live day trading here on the channel. Two trades today, one short, one long. Nailed the short. Long could have been a little bit better, but we're going to break them both down in today's video. So make sure you hit like and subscribe, and let's go and let's trade.
Hey guys, are you tired of using the same old stock market scanner and getting the same old results? Add some intensity to your trading with the Intensity Stock Watch Scanner. The intensity indicator is the only predictive price action indicator that alerts before significant reversals, allowing trade management with unprecedented timing and accuracy. Now with this exclusive link and code GDTISW, you can get 20 to 30% off every month on your subscription. It's time to finally get the results you've been looking for and intensify your trading with the Intensity Stock Watch Scanner.
Okay, so first trade was here on APLD. You can see it hitting into the 20s there on my scanner. I go ahead and get started with a short here, 400 shares short at 1045 here on APLD. Looking at it, I thought front running the 1050s probably made sense here. It's made a big move off of basically $9 to start the morning, but in here at 1045, front running the 1050s there a little bit. I actually put that order out before it got up there just in case it did the move that it did, which was a little spike up. Luckily, I got the fill, and then it starts coming back down here. So a few minutes goes by, and it's pulled back a little, but nothing too crazy. So I decided on putting 200 shares out here at 1022, just trying to lock in a little bit of profit, and then I'll still have the other 200 shares left over to try and roll over further. So I get the fill there at 1022. I'm out for half of my position there for $46, and like I said, I've still got 200 shares left over to try and keep pushing this thing back to the downside here on APLD. What it does, though, is it comes all the way back up to the highs. It's pushing the highs. So once it did that and it failed to get through, I just put a stop up over the highs there. You can see the stop there up at the 1040s, just above 1040 over that recent move, which actually would have stopped me unless there was slippage. Still in the green on those shares, but put the stop in there. And if we got down under 1010, I was going to look for taking another 100 shares off. So another half of what I have left there. It's under 1010. Go ahead and click the button. I get the fill there for another half off. So now I've got 100 shares left. Going to reset my stop on those 100 shares and try and be patient with these 100 shares and get a nice move down. This is kind of where I make my mistake after it pulls back up here and I get a little impatient with it. I decided to take another 50 shares off there. So that's kind of a mistake here on this trade. Really, probably the only mistake that I think I really made on this trade was getting impatient with those shares there. Should have just held it at 100 shares. I was in the money with those other 100 no matter what, but that happens. So, okay. Anyways, I've got 50 shares left here, so I go ahead and take another half off here down in the 990s, which was originally where I was thinking about taking half off of that 100 share position that I was planning on having. So it did come down and kind of do the plan had I stuck with the original plan there on those remaining 100 shares. But either way, it's working out nicely here, and I've still got another 25 shares to go. And my original plan here, sorry, headset's beeping on me. It's about to die. My original plan here was to just keep following this thing down with a trail, moving the stop as it comes down, makes new lows, bounces back up, makes kind of a new support resistance high. So that was kind of my initial plan here on APLD, but we're going to watch the rest of this trade in real time, and you'll kind of see why I changed my mind here, because it starts coming down pretty violently now that it's broken through kind of where the 980s was, which was back on the previous kind of bull flag, whatever you want to call it, from about 935 or so. So it's broken back down through there. Now it's making a pretty violent move to the downside. So I'm like, okay, maybe if we push down towards 950, it'll just give me a chance to get out of this thing fully pretty quickly here. So I'm thinking I at least want under 960 here for a little 950 test and then see what it does. So I'm watching the level 2. I'm watching the time and sales. Still got a lot of downwards pressure here. You can see mostly red printing, and there's nobody is coming up on the bid. The ask isn't going back up over the 970s. So it's looking pretty good for a little bit more continuation here to the downside here on APLD. But I want to get it at least under 960 is what I'm thinking. So just watching that level 2, watching that time and sales. Here we come down a little bit further, so it's still pressing down. You can see a little bit of a wall there at 960, but you can still see all the red printing there on the time and sales, so it still looked like there's some good downwards pressure here on APLD. So I'm just holding in there, wanting this thing to get under the 960s, and then we'll see what it does from there. If it gets under this 960 wall, then we'll see what it does. So that's what I'm looking for here. There, it's under 960. It's pushing down nicely. You can see the sellers still coming down, but at this point, I'm like, okay, now if I see any sign of a pullback up and this buyers starting to step in here on this 950 push, I'll take it off. That's what happens. It comes back up towards the 960s, and I go ahead and take the whole thing off there. And I'm all out on APLD for $131 gain. So overall, pretty happy with it. Not 100% clean, but pretty happy. Later on in the day, I was actually almost done trading when I see EXAS popping up on the negative I3 scanner, so making a big move to the downside. I go ahead and get it started here with 50 shares long, with a rare long trade here at 91.45. So not looking for anything huge here, only 50 shares, but it has made a big move down off of basically 90.50. So basically 3 points there in the matter of 2 minutes or so, and it's still going. So looking at a potential add here if it gets down under 90, and I actually get a really nice add and fill there under 89.50. So I now have 100 shares long here at 90.50, basically 90.49 and change here on EXAS, and I'll be looking for this to get back up over 91 to take the first 75 shares and 75% off in this case. So I was looking forward to get up over 91 to get those. It's a long. I don't like longs nearly as much. I like to be more conservative and careful with them, but I think at over 91 I can take 75% and then let the other 25% try and ride back up towards 94 was really what I was hoping for on this one, because even with 25 shares on 3 points, that's a decent little move right there with those 25 shares. So looking to see if it can get up over 91 here to take that 75%. There's over 91 on the ask. I click the button, I get the fill there at just over 91, I believe. So I'm out 75%. I've got 25 shares left, hoping that those can make the big bounce up towards 93, 94, 95, kind of where this move started here on EXAS. But it came down from there. It didn't really do anything. It didn't give me a spot to add back in. So eventually I just put my shares out once it started giving a little green candle here at 90.64, just to see if I can get out of these remaining 25 shares in the green. It does go ahead and fill me there. So I'm all out here on EXAS for a $43 gain. Now, about 2 minutes later, it was back up to 93 here, so that's a little unfortunate. But, you know, sometimes that's how it goes. Felt it was better just to be safe on this one than try and hold. So, that's it for me today. Gonna wrap up a pretty good 2 days here now. Up basically 175 here on the day, a little bit less. But, yeah, I'll take that. Hopefully these pushing the share size a little bit is going to be able to continue here through the summer, make a little bit more money as we go throughout the rest of the month. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you hit like, make sure you hit this subscribe. Check out all the great trading related links that I've got down in my website and the different links down below in the description of this video. And I'll catch you guys next time.